can't get this in like a good spot. Gotta be something to put behind this. There we go. There we go. Why, hello there to nobody. Wait a couple minutes here, see if we can get anyone to join in. So we are live from the shop. It is Workshop Wednesday. At least that's what I've been calling it for the Jurassic Park Jeep project. And I didn't have a video this week because I have been on the road. So, hello. How you doing, Hunter? So this was supposed to be a Workshop Wednesday day where I upload some progress on the Jurassic Park Jeep, but there was no progress because I was out of town. We put about 2,000 miles on my daily car to do some different things, and yeah, so I have no video for today for the Jeep. So we're just gonna hang out, sitting in it. We're currently in it. We're sitting in the Jeep. I'm just sitting on the floor. How are you doing tonight, Hunter? Let's see if we can get some other people in here. It says 2. Who else we got in here? Come on, I need some help. I'm not that good at talking by myself, so. Do you watch the videos regularly, or you just happen to jump in a random live? What happened here? Still in here? This is a little piece of steel that I cut. That's actually, I didn't use that for anything. This must have been an extra because the one that I cut for there is sitting in there. Huh. Oh, we got someone else joined. Who we got? Who's in here? Say hello. Introduce yourself. It's a little shaky. You can see it's sitting in the Jeep. Camera's like wiggling when I move. Oh, there we got a couple people. Who we get in here? Hello. Turtle. What about turtle? You like turtles? I like turtles. Sorry. Sorry for what? Turtle's funny. Who all we got in here? We got some people in here. Whoever's in here, say hi. So I was saying, potato. You called me a potato? Do I look like a potato? I have my undershirt on. Looks kind of funny. How is it going? It is going pretty good. I had work today, but I was off the last couple days, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah. How's it going with you? Oh, we had some people jump in, and then a bunch of people jumped out. Green Day? I do like Green Day. That's actually the genre of music that I listen to literally everything. But like punk rock is the majority of what I listen to. So like Green Day, Blink-182, a bunch of stuff like that. I am from Eastern Pennsylvania. Where are you guys from? Where's everybody from? It says we got some more people in here. Who else is in here? Ah, Canada. We're in Canada. I was just in Toronto 2 weeks ago. Canada's a big place, though. So Canada is very generalized. You're like, welcome to paradise. That's good. Syria? That's crazy. That's awesome. Small town, north. I got a lot of stuff I want to do in Canada. Like a lot of stuff. Up north where? That north, like eastern, western? I don't know Canada too well. I've been to Montreal. I've been to Toronto. That's my limited knowledge of Canada. West. I want to go to Vancouver. Is it near Vancouver? Like way north? Like, are you like way, way north? Way north. Yeah, I don't know anything about way north Canada other than that's gets cold, I guess, right? I would assume. That's cool though. That's awesome. I'd love to explore crazy like places like that. Oh, Big Bake on the move. What's up, Randy? How you doing, buddy? I feel like we haven't talked in forever. I feel like it's been a long, long time. This is my Jurassic Park Jeep video this week because I was out of town all weekend and I didn't get any work done. So we're just sitting in the Jeep doing nothing, talking. Hey, Vicky. Oh, thanks, Randy. You did not have to do that, buddy. The room is calling you for whenever you get up here so we can go do some locations. Let's see. So, Vicky, you've been in Ohio your whole life? Have you ever like traveled anywhere, or are you just always Ohio? I like Ohio. I'm going to try and make it out to Cedar Point before the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but do the hokey pokey. I will have to respectfully decline. I'm not a dancer. You don't want to see that. I promise. Who else we got in here? We got a couple people that haven't said anything. Hello, Michelle. Michelle, you're from Canada too, right? I believe. I'm pretty sure. My memory's not all that great sometimes, so if I ever say anything silly, just don't take it personal. Yes, I was pretty sure. I remember you saying that. So we were just talking about where everyone's from, and we had another Canadian. Oh, that is tough, Bake. So Big Bake on the move, if you don't know who he is, his name is Randy 2. Well, not Randy 2, but Randy 2. So that's also Randy also. So it gets a little confusing. We're friends with a bunch of the same friends, and we're both Randy, so we have to call him Bake. But I am American. Do I not seem American? I feel like I can't get much more American than what I am. I am from Pennsylvania, born and raised. Did live in North Carolina for a few years. Hello, Patrice. And so yeah, I lived in Pennsylvania until I was 18. I moved to North Carolina for a couple years, and then I moved back. So I'm back in Pennsylvania. So I don't seem American. What doesn't seem American about me? Oh yeah, the Darlington. So Darlington was actually we did that Sunday. That's my new. I haven't been to a lot of NASCAR tracks, but that is my new favorite NASCAR track I've been to. It was awesome. The track itself was great. The facilities were decent. The track itself was amazing. The racing was, the leader was, he dominated the whole race. But at the end, it still ended up being a good race. He still won, but it was a good race. So I'm trying to think. They went, Ryan, did they go as fast as Fury? They went about twice as fast as Fury, Ryan. Ryan and I rode Fury 325 at Carowinds. That video will be up tomorrow. Theme park video tomorrow. Yeah, that's my problem with my my channel is it is so random, but that's the name. But that's so yeah, we did a race video, racing motorsports yesterday, and we did it's gonna be a theme park, there's a little bug in here. Gonna be a theme park video tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it should be Friday, but it's already uploaded and everything, so I don't see any reason unless I forget to click publish. So let's see. Cats or dogs? Depends. So my daughter currently has a cat right now, and he is awesome. He is like the perfect cat. If every cat was like him, I would say cats. But not every cat is like him. So I don't know. Depends on the dog too. They have personalities. They're different. So I'm gonna have to lean towards cat just because we currently have a cat. We did have 2 Chihuahuas a few years ago. They were awesome too. I like them as well. Little Chihuahuas. Chihuahua. I got to scroll up a little bit here because I got a little behind. I'm very slow at this. I don't know how people keep up when there's like tons and tons and tons of comments. As American as apple pie. See, that's what I thought too. I didn't think that was really questionable. Enjoy the NASCAR events. We're probably done with NASCAR for this year. Never say never, but there's nothing planned. We already picked our race for next year. I'm not going to say what it is, but it should be towards the beginning of the year. But yeah, we're trying to do a different track every year. So like last year we did Martinsville. The year before, I don't remember what year was what. See, this was where I said the whole memory thing. I don't remember what year was what. I've been to a lot. We went to Dover this year too. That was, I didn't know until like literally 4 days before that we were going to go to Dover, but we went to Dover as well. But I've been to most of the tracks. Well, actually, no, I guess not most of the tracks over here, but Charlotte was my favorite track up until Darlington. I think Darlington beat it. What we got here? Oh, bonjour, Patrice. Are you French? We went to France this year. That was fun too. I've done a lot of stuff. Just trying to scroll through here. Cool Jeep project. Thank you. I can't wait till it's actually done. It's got a lot of work left. I am not making as much progress as I would like to, but I'm also very busy, so it's tough. Tough to say. You know how I'm making progress, but it's slow. I've actually owned the Jeep for like 4 years, and I've been collecting parts. I have all the parts except for the paint. I just have to actually do the work. So that's what we're working on here. Hi, Desert Deb. How are you doing tonight? Oh, someone's pulling in the driveway there. Let's see. Audrey says, I saw a spider. Spider on your end or my end? Because there's probably spiders in here. I had a couple crawling on me the one night when I was working on it. Darlington is old school NASCAR. I wish the new car... I think a problem with NASCAR right now, the cars are too easy to drive. I don't necessarily mean too easy to drive fast, but they're too easy to drive. So that's why, like, years ago when you do qualifying, they would have single car qualifying, and people would crash because the cars were hard to drive. Now you have to like almost try to spin the car out. They're a little too stable, in my opinion. A little too easy. Something top tier racing should be difficult to drive. But Darlington is it. The surface, the track surface destroys the tires. That's why that's like that. Let's see. So, Ryan, what are you up to tonight, buddy? You recovering from all those coasters we did? Not that we did a lot, but we had a good time the other day. Nerd Locations and I. Stay tuned for that. That's because they drive in an oval over and over. So, I love oval racing. I like all forms of motorsports. I go everywhere, like attend and watch. I know it's a video game, but I also have iRacing and I play on iRacing. Oval racing will always be my favorite. Um, just because that's kind of what I fell in love with. NASCAR, I'm not a huge fan of anymore. I don't like the point system. I don't like a lot of the rules that they have, the stages, the cautions, things like that. I will still watch it and we still go attend it because it's me and my friends. We go and watch the races, but it's just not. I don't follow it. Like I was there on Sunday and we were down on the front stretch before the race and some of the drivers were by their cars and we were like 10, 15 feet away from them, and if they weren't dressed up in their fire suits I would have no idea who any of them are. I know some of the names, I don't know the people because I don't follow it anymore. I used to be big into it, like late 90s, mid 2000s was like I loved it. I watched every lap of every race, and now I don't follow it at all. I'll occasionally sit down and watch some of the race, but unless I'm there, I don't watch much of it at all. Went to NASCAR races back in the early 2000s. Where'd you go? What tracks? Oh yeah, Vicky. Salem is. I would like to go back to Salem. So I'm toying with the idea of maybe going for Halloween. Possibly. I was toying with that idea last year. I can be there pretty quick. It's only about 6 hours for me to drive there. So all your guys are retired, so you haven't watched in a few years. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like I said, I don't really know any of them. Some of them I know. Like some of the veterans that are in it now. I mean, I was watching it when they started, so like I know who they are. Who were your guys, Michelle? Who was your driver? Oh, Fontana Desert Deb. That would be. I would have loved to have went to Fontana. That's a bummer. It's not there anymore. IndyCar. I do like IndyCar as well. Like I said, I like all racing. My favorite racing is actually IMSA, the sports cars. The it's I love those, the prototypes. Hey Flo, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. First driver was Mark Martin. So if you watch my videos, you probably have seen, if you watch the NASCAR videos, Corey, my friend Corey's in them. He was a huge Mark Martin fan. And he was so heartbroken. I'll never forget this because this is actually, I think, one of my favorite races I've ever watched. It was on TV. We weren't live. But the 2007 Daytona 500, Kevin Harvick won and Mark Martin lost by like that much. And my friend Corey was so mad. he absolutely loved Mark Martin. And Mark was going to win the Daytona 500 and then lost it coming to the line. That's the one where Clint Boyer was like upside down and on fire at the end. I just think overall that was one of the best 500s, Daytona 500s ever. Yeah, bummed about Fontana. That is a big bummer. I wanted to go out and kind of see what was left. I saw someone flew like a drone over the track and part of the front stretch was still there, but other than that, it was gone. That was a little while ago, so I don't know what's left now. I heard a rumor they were gonna leave the front stretch and make us like a short track. I don't know if that's true. I heard that. I don't know if that's true, that. X raced off-road. That'd be cool. Off-road race. I wanted to go. It's not really off-road because they were racing them on like racetracks like IndyCar and everything. But the Robbie Gordon, the Stadium Super Trucks, those looked awesome. Those off-road trucks racing on pavement were like ridiculous. It looked so ridiculous. It was awesome. I like bad. I like when cars are difficult to drive or they're not meant for what they are. So that's actually why I used the NASCAR on, not so much anymore. They're a little more made for it now. But the old NASCAR cars on road courses were just like, it was so ugly. It was beautiful. I always liked Robbie Gordon. He wasn't like my favorite driver, but I always liked him. Ryan says, Nerd Locations says he's ready for me to return to racing. I still have my cars. They're sitting in the weeds. Not getting in any better shape. But they are still back there. So, I haven't done live in a while. This whole Top Fan thing is different. Oh, look at this. So, we've got a little leaderboard here of top fans. Big Bake on the Move is number 1. That's because he donated to the Jeep Fund. Michelle's coming in second. Rain, you're tied for second. So is Vicky. It's like a 5-way tie for second. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't really know what any of that stuff is. So this is my problem when I go live. I'm not really a talker. I don't know what to talk about. I can't hype, Rayan. It's still not on there. You didn't believe me until you saw it in person. I told you I did not have the ability to hype. And you're like, you're just doing it wrong. And then you held my phone and there was no hype option. I told you. I still have no hype. I got no hype. I might actually, maybe I'll try after this. I'll try deleting it and reinstalling it. Maybe then I will have the hype, the power of the hype. They're adding too much stuff to YouTube, like super chats, hype, all this stuff. It's crazy. Sat in Vegas and said that's, yes, probably. I don't really remember because I was very tired. But yeah, I'm pretty quiet. Like this isn't normal, this talking. I'm trying. I'm struggling right now. So you laugh, Rayan, but you know it's true. I do not have the power of the hype. I do have a little Rayan bobblehead, though, in the nerd room now, which is awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the hyping the video... You don't know what it is. At least you can do it. I don't know what it is, and I can't even do it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Michelle. It's just... I'm pretty quiet, honestly. What's in my shop? So this isn't at my house. This is at my father's house. This is the shop that I used to race enduro cars. So this is where we built all the enduro cars. Right now, I am in the Jeep. So the Jeep is in the shop right now. It's been sitting in here for about 4 years. And then on the lift, so these are not my vehicles, but on the lift, that's my dad's Bug. He has a Volkswagen Bug. And then that is a Bug, like an actual, like, here, it's easier to show you. It's actually like a dune buggy. We can pull that tarp off. Oh, don't mind the mess. There's tools and stuff everywhere. We won't pull it all the way off, but... So this is an actual dune buggy here. He doesn't normally keep them in here, but we kind of were moving stuff around because he's got some events going on, gonna have like a party and stuff, so I had to move everything, but don't have the whole thing off, but there's an actual like little dune buggy. It's pretty fun to drive, actually. It is I forget the exact year, but it's like a 60s Bug. That's what the chassis is, a 60s Volkswagen Bug. The body is not. The body is a fiberglass dune buggy body. We got cars double stacked here. Okay. Climb back in. Ooh. So that's what's in the shop right now. I do have 2 race cars on the property and a bunch of cars that I should probably get rid of. But, you know. Oh, let's try that. Oh, let's see here. Michelle says she hates clickbait. I don't like clickbait either. I try to make mine as straightforward as possible. I don't get a lot of clicks. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. Apparently people might like clickbait, but I try to make my stuff very obvious what it is. If you want to watch it, cool. If you don't want to watch it, yeah. Desert Deb finally heard a hype yesterday. Don't know how to do it either. You might not have it, Desert Deb. Like, I don't have it. Rain has it. We thought I was doing something wrong, which I thought that's very possible. I could be doing something wrong, but he tried on my phone, and it's just not there. This is very not comfortable. There's no interior in the Jeep. There, how's that? Oh. Ever chose an old VW bug? That's what that dune buggy is, an old bug. My daughter would like to get an old bug, and since I'm doing a Jurassic Park Jeep, my daughter would like an old bug and do Herbie. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not saying it's going to happen. There's just no promises. Let's see. Son interested in racing. I tried to get him into racing all his life. Recently, in the last year, he is into Formula One. So we watched Formula One together, which I like F1. I've seen him twice live, once in Montreal and once in Austin, and both times it was absolutely amazing. We're going to ignore Scott on Tape's comment because this is pre-taped. It is not live. So, hi, Scott. Scott on Tap in the house. Scott, we just raced go-karts. I think you have a promising future. We should talk. I'll call you after, all right? Actually, yeah, does Scott know what Scott, can you learn us about hyping and what it is? Because I don't know what it is, and half of the people in here can't do it, including myself. Yeah, F1 is cool. I do really like F1. Like I said, we went to Montreal in 2019, and we went to Austin in 2023. I would like to go. We're toying around with the idea of going to Silverstone, which is UK. I really want to go, and for other reasons as well, to Singapore, because I really like that street course, that track. I wouldn't mind going to Vegas. We were toying around with the idea of Suzuka. It's eventually I'm just throwing stuff out here. Again, no promises on any of this stuff because I don't have a lot of money. But we get to as much as we can with what we got. We used to go watch Indy Lights in Vancouver. I don't think I've ever seen Indy Lights. I've seen IndyCar. I don't think I've ever watched Indy Lights. Just like I've seen NASCAR Xfinity, but I've never seen... My favorite NASCAR series is the trucks. I've never seen them live. I realized that when I was at Darlington, I was talking about the Craftsman trucks. I was like, I've never seen these live. Hyping is when you drink a lot of sugary drinks and spraying around the room until you're collapsing and laughing. Good to know. Oh, rally racing is crazy. Yeah, the rally racers, I think, are probably some of the best... raw just driving talent with like a rally racer, because they do some crazy stuff in those cars and they don't really practice much. Yeah, November 22nd, F1 in Vegas. I would like to check that out. Not this year. I'm actually flying to Vegas next Thursday, so won't be going back for F1. Yeah, the IndyCar. How long ago was Indy Lights not like Like, when did they stop? Was that when they made, like, the IndyCar series, or was that more recent than that? Like, when they did the merger? It's a bummer. I'm not too far from where Nazareth Speedway was, which was a huge, like, IndyCar track. Not huge. I don't mean huge size-wise, because it was, like, a mile. But huge on the IndyCar circuit. So, it's a bummer that that closed. That closed back in 2005, I believe. And, it's just... You know, I was so close to it. It'd be so convenient to go watch races. Rayan. Scott wants to know, have you ever worn a fake moustache? Greg Moore, upcoming, was killed. Yeah, it's a shame when you know, young talent. It's a shame when anyone dies, but like someone that shows a lot of promise in the sport and, you know, unfortunately passes away. Scott, hey Scott, Rayan says, I know you can read it, but I'm going to announce it anyway. And you already responded, but I'm still going to announce it. Scott, Rayan says, I have, and he will again. Are you right now, Rayan? Are you wearing one right now? Rayan, Scott says, okay. Super delayed. What are you doing, Scott? Where are you at? Are you in Iowa? Michelle says she likes your happy birthday song, Rayan. Rayan, I like Rayan songs. Actually, my intro and outro is one of Rayan's songs. Now it is. The old videos, it wasn't. A hot tub just south of Chicago. That sounds like Scott on tape. Is there a hairdryer in the room? Speaking of hair, I need a haircut. It's getting long. It doesn't matter whose hot tub. As long as it's a hot tub and it's hot, whose... Yeah, I like Rayan stuff. I'll put it on in the car sometimes, and it's just like, it's nice. It's good stuff. We're even live 32 minutes. Time flies when I'm talking to you guys. Maybe that's why I don't talk, so time doesn't fly, you know? I got some really, I don't like to, like, hype my videos up, but I got a movie location that I did on Monday. It's probably going to be like a month until I edit it because I got a lot of stuff going on in the next 2 weeks. But I had so much fun doing it. It's the most fun I've had doing a movie location in a long time. Hair dryer travels with me now. After the great Louisville no hair dryer incident in June, I said no more. I'm standing up for myself. I am proud of you for taking things into your own hands and handling them. Amazing. It's about time. I am very surprised that you have not had one on your own, just so you didn't have to stress that, because I'm sure you stress that all the time. Like, Baker, you still in here? We got Rayan and Scott. We almost got the whole gang in here. It's really influxing my numbers. It says we got 9 people. That's like victory for me. Last time I did a live, I think, was in Watkins Glen. I had like 2 people. It was cool. I had fun talking to them. We watched the fireworks in the daytime. I don't know why they launched the fireworks in the daytime. But, oh, I said we had 9 people. Now it says 8. Oh, boy. Did you guys get notifications for this? I'm just curious. The notifications thing, Scott talks about it a lot. Hype button is to the right of the like button, about 3 clicks over, and viewers can hype 3 or more videos a week. The more hype you get, the more YouTube pushes your video. I can't tell if that's Scott typing or if that's AI. Scott, are you AI? I don't know if I can trust you now. You know, the notifications are weird. I swear sometimes the notifications don't come out. Or they don't go to everybody. Not everyone has the hype button slowly being rolled out. That's why I can't hype. Why can't I hype? I want to hype. I want to hype Scott on Tap. Don't use AI. Beautiful. Appreciate that. Not a big fan of AI. I really don't like Google with the AI now. Sorry. He messed me up. I don't remember what I was going to say. I have YouTube Premium. That's a good idea, but I have Premium, so that doesn't, that's not it. I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, AI. So like on Google, you get the AI search results on Google. It's like the very first thing it gives you now. And there's so much stuff that's wrong. And the problem with that is people are just going to believe everything they read. And it's wrong. So, like, that's not good. I updated it. I'm going to delete YouTube and reinstall it. I want to see if that does it. Because I did update it. That was Ryan's suggestion. And he checked. He verified it's updated. Looking up people's net worth. Don't look up mine. It's like negative $3. Maybe. Who are you looking up? Anything interesting? Some rich people? Some celebrities? Net worth is kind of a crazy thing. YouTubers. I don't know how accurate that is. I mean, how do they get that information? They're just guessing. Might be close. But I don't know. That goes back to the whole, like I said, AI thing. I mean, I know that's not AI, but everybody, you gotta be careful what you read. It's on the internet, so it must be true, right? What YouTubers? Based on views and subscribers. Yeah, so they're just guessing. Yeah. There's a lot of factors that can, mess with that. Especially, too, if you're smart with your money, you could have a lot more than what it thinks because you're investing in other things and have other sources of income. Oh, what I was looking for. Who else we got in here? It says 9 people. Got a couple people hanging out in the back of the classroom. You walk in the classroom, you sit in the back, hoping the teacher doesn't pay any attention to you. You know something about YouTube because you're watching this video on YouTube. If you knew nothing about YouTube, you wouldn't be able to do that. Might not know a lot, but I mean, it's me. I don't know a lot. I post videos all the time. I have no idea what I'm doing. How much do they estimate for you, Scott, on Tap? What do they say? You've looked yourself up? I know you looked yourself up. Is it 8 bobblehead dolls or is it 7 now? Or was it 9? Net worth, negative $27. That's what I said, what qualifies a YouTuber to be able to look that up? Like, how many subscribers is the minimum? I'm curious. Because, like, I don't even think my channel's big enough to be on there. But I would be curious what it would say. Like, it would have to say, like, negative. Because, like, it would have to factor in the money I spend to make the videos, which is way more. I get like a gas tank worth from YouTube. And just Monday alone, I filled up my gas tank 3 times. So, not to mention the other stuff that I paid for. But it's all in fun. I do not do this for money. Because if I did, I would have quit. Because it is not making any money. It's fun though. I have made great friends like Scott on Top and Nerd Locations and Big Bake on the Move and lots of friends. So that's actually the best thing. Like I'm so happy with like my channel. It's not what we're talking about, but there's a lot of things I could change to make the channel a little more successful, I believe. I'm not going to do them because that's not what I want to do. Not that I don't want to be successful, but I don't want to tailor to like one. I'm doing what I want to do. Yeah, so YouTubers over 100,000. I mean, that would make sense. I would think you probably would need to even show up on that website, probably like 50,000. Ryan from Going to the Movies is an awesome friend, and you know it, Scott on Tape. I was only mentioning the people in here. Where is Ryan? Yes, exactly, Ryan. The friendships have been the best part. I've met so many people that it's crazy. I was talking to Scott about this when we were in Nevada. Like, it's so weird. Just with a random person that I met on the interwebs in the middle of Nevada. It's kind of creepy if you think about it. I mean, we were in some deep middle of nowhere stuff. I'm just with this guy from Toronto. It's weird. Ryan's awesome. I've done a lot of stuff with Ryan. I've done a lot of filming with Ryan, but he's so, I don't want to use the word slow. It's accurate, but that sounds negative. He's so detailed with his videos. It takes such a long time for him to release them. We filmed so many videos together, me and Ryan. Well, he filmed. I didn't film them. I was just there. But we filmed so many videos. I'm just waiting for him to release them. There's also a video I'm waiting to be released from Scott on Tap. I just want to see the footage. You don't have to actually edit it. You want to send it to me and I'll just watch it and then I won't bother you anymore. Let's see. I could have murdered you and buried you in the desert underneath those beautiful stars. Gotta be wary of the Canadians. I can't believe how many Canadians I know now. I went from 0 to a lot. We can't, Scott can't disappear and be buried in the desert because who would cover the grave? It's just not allowed. Someone's got to fill in the grave. So Scott can't go. Now, he could have buried me in the desert and then filmed the grave. That would have worked. Is the hot tub still hot, Scott? Any news on the Back to the Future Mall? I have not heard anything. Rayan, have you heard anything about the Back to the Future Mall? Last time I was there, in California, I should specify that. Last time I was in California, it was still there. It just got out. Well, hurry up and get in the room. Nobody wants to see your nether regions. Vicky, Scott is very funny. I'm just kind of here. 86. I was just in South Carolina and the weather was freaking beautiful the entire time. It was amazing. Yeah, watching the daytime fireworks last live. I don't know why. Thank you for being in the last live. You were like one of the only people. It was like 3 people. But yeah, I don't know what it was with they set those fireworks off way too early. Way too early. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out there when I'm out there, Ryan. I got so much to do in so little time. But then I kind of feel like I should because you never know when like it just might go and it's gone. Scott and I went to the mall. I got Scott to go to the mall. And we all know how much he loves Back to the Future. Hear that, Rain? We have to go to Vancouver. I would love to go to Vancouver. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to see. I haven't done like deep research, but I know just a couple things off the top of my head. So I know it wouldn't be hard to find a lot of stuff that I want to do. Look at this terrible tan line. That's bad. I think I would enjoy Vancouver. I think it would be great. I need to go. Actually, I can't say that because I didn't post it yet. But I was saying I need to go back somewhere already that I just left. Ryan knows. I don't care about spoilers too much, but it wasn't South Carolina. 1.85 gigawatts, Morty. Yeah, there you go. Serial killer story at the mall. Scott, where were you at why didn't you film that when we were there? Come on, what are you thinking? Getting off your game, man. Show us around. You're in Vancouver, Michelle? Like actually in the city, or are you like outside of it? Like I could say, yeah, I'm in Philadelphia. I'm not anywhere near it, but I'm close. I can be there in a short amount of time, but so I'm a little uncomfortable right now the way I'm sitting. It's very awkward if you could actually see the way I'm sitting. But how many of us was there? There was 6 of us. We were about an hour from Darlington, the racetrack, when we went the other night. And we rode in this car. It was my friend's car. It's the first time I ever rode in it. I was in the middle, because I'm kind of small. Some of my friends are not fat, but large. Big guys. And tall. And I was in the middle of the back seat. That was the most uncomfortable ride I ever rode in my life. It was terrible. I have to get you back to the past. Vancouver Island. Oh, you have to fly? Do they have a ferry? I didn't know that was a thing, Vancouver Island. I mean, it makes sense, but... So... 10-minute flight? They do that? How much does that cost? 90-minute ferry. I like flying, but I would probably opt for the ferry, honestly. 90-minute boat ride sounds actually nice. Is it a nice ferry? Or is it like a ferry? That's so crazy to me. A 10-minute flight? $150 one way for the 10-minute flight? I understand why Scott doesn't want to go. That's like almost the same price like I flew to Paris for. That's crazy. The preferred hotel of all YouTubers in Vancouver. Hotel Blue? I don't know anything about Vancouver. Yeah, not cheap. So 150 one way? 150 round trip wouldn't be bad, but 150 one way is kind of insane. How much is the ferry? I've only been on... Never mind. I've been on lots of ferries. I was going to say I've only been on one ferry when I went to Martha's Vineyard, but no, I've been on lots of ferries. Vicky, if you went back to the past, there wouldn't be any YouTubers that make you happy. See, $20 to walk on the ferry, $60 to bring your car. That's reasonable. How big's the island? Would you need a car to kind of get around, or is public transportation decent? I can't get comfortable. This is my new thing, is I'm never comfortable. I was joking with them. I was sitting in that seat in that car, and I would have rather flown Spirit on like a 15-hour flight than sit in that car for an hour. It was ridiculous. It's bad. That's not even an exaggeration. I'm hopping on a Spirit flight next week. Cross your fingers. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. $20 and $60 for the car. Oh, 8 hour drive from and 2 hours wide. Okay, yeah, that's Big Island. All right, that's not what I was picturing. That's it's a Big Island. All right, looks like car it is. I only took my car on one ferry when we went to Martha's Vineyard. I took my car on the ferry there, and that was so weird because I never did that before. I'm like, I'm driving on a boat. I guess it'd be a ship because it was in the ocean technically, but Spirit. I always joke with Spirit and rag on Spirit. I don't fly them all the time. I try to fly JetBlue just because I like them. I have their credit card. I have their points. I get free flights and stuff occasionally. But when I have used Spirit, I've never really had a bad experience. I have delays, but that's every airline. Every airline sucks with being on time. Like they don't even. It's terrible. But Spirit did just file for bankruptcy. I saw that and I was like, oh no. And then I saw, well, I don't think they filed yet. They're talking about it. And I was like, well, that's not good because I'm flying with them. But then it said operation should not be affected, which I don't know how that makes any sense. But I don't remember what I was talking about. Yep, I forget. Oh, Spirit, right? I think we were talking about Spirit. And then I did the Spirit has been bankrupt for years. Nothing will stop them. They're going strong. Going strong at zero. That's like me. I don't know about going strong, but we're going. I did do one Spirit flight because I had to check a bag. I was only going one way. And to check the bag was like it was $10 more to do their like big seat, which had like all the extra room. And so I did that. I didn't even know I was on a Spirit flight. That was the craziest. I can't imagine what an actual like first class must feel like. Because like the seat was huge. They kept giving me snacks and drinks. I had Wi-Fi. I had the Wi-Fi on a Spirit flight. That was weird. Not used to that. Yet they still offer great deals. Yeah, sometimes you can't beat Spirit's prices. It's all. Well, I can't say all airlines, but you just gotta look for deals. They're out there. Yeah, $29 to NYC on a Spirit flight. Yeah, that's tough to beat. $29. First class is nice, but not worth the price. That's why I've never flown first class. I did the Spirit big seat just because it was. I think it was $15 more to do it that way than just pay for the bag. So, my craziest flight story, price-wise, was with JetBlue. It was during COVID. I do not miss COVID, but I do miss some of the things with COVID. Social distancing at theme parks was amazing. The masks were not. But flying and hotels and rental cars, the prices were insane. We flew from Newark to Orlando on JetBlue round trip. Me and my daughter with one check bag each. So 2 check bags, 2 round trip tickets. Total with tax was $43. Like, it makes no sense. Only do it because you're a big guy and don't want to be all smushed up by your neighbor. I can understand that. Oh, see, we talked about this earlier, Scott. Randy's. It's going to get confusing. Very confusing. Oh, yeah, I already read your thing. I can understand that. So my 2 friends, Mike and Corey, really big guys, tall. And we were flying to Vegas one time. Bake, I think Scott's talking to you. So I was in between them. I was in the middle seat, and I was like smushed. And I was like, man, if we crash, I think I'm safe because I didn't even need a seatbelt. Oh, a Bake. Never mind. He was talking to me. Yes, Scott? Want to go for a ride? It'd be very joyful. It is so simple, isn't it, Ryan? It's very simple. I'm looking forward to coming back to Toronto as well. I don't know when it will be. 12 hours. It was 8 hours when I flew to Paris. Didn't seem that bad. So, 12 hours. Go for it. Oh. Bake. Scott wants you to come to Toronto. He's coming in January? Bake, why are you going to Toronto in January? I went in December last year. It wasn't a good decision. I had fun. It was a good time. But it was freezing. I don't like the cold at all. I do not like the cold at all. Scott, this is very confusing, but welcome to my world, because I am always confused. Maple Leafs. Okay, that's an acceptable reason to go in January. I get it. It's a date-stamped event. I understand. We went to the Rolex 24 this year in January in Daytona. It's Florida. It was like 30 degrees for the MX Cup race. It sucked. The weekend for the Rolex was beautiful, but the MX Cup, the Mazda race, I couldn't feel my fingers in Florida. I was not happy. And to see your buddy. But you can do that when it's warm. Timmy Hortons. All right, let's do a vote in here. I think Tim Hortons will probably win because most of the people in here are Canadian. But everybody that drinks coffee, I don't drink coffee, so I'm not voting. Tim Hortons or Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, what's your favorite? Go for it. Leafs versus Florida game in January is going to be crazy. But see, if it's Leafs versus Florida, can't you guys go to Florida to watch them? Don't they play, do they play away? Or is it a you got to watch them at home type of thing? See, Bake, so you just said his cold is a different kind of cold, hits the bones. That's how I feel about, Florida. So, how's the Alabama cold? How's that hit? All right, we got Tim's, don't drink coffee. Me too, Michelle. Tim's, yep. Tim's is you didn't miss anything on JP. I'm just sitting here in it, doing nothing. Duncan, but if you had Tim's, it'd be Tim's. There you go. Just Tim Hortons is hyped up. If I drank coffee, I feel like I'd be disappointed just because everybody hypes it all up. Ryan asked Scott if he's ever ridden a Zamboni. I would like to know if Scott has ridden a Zamboni as well, so I'm going to ask that question. And I have been to your Dunkin'. It was very, very recently. Oh, Scott. Sorry. Love the way Scott says sorry. Sorry. Not making fun. Not making fun, Canadians. I like it. Super cold, but it's because the humidity we have. Plus, it'll be 75 one day, 14 next. Yes. See, I think that's worse than if it was just 30 every day. Scott on a Zamboni would be awesome. I think we should all get Zambonis and race them. We can set up a little track on the hockey rink and race them. Sorry. Have a good night, Scott. I'm going to be getting off pretty soon here. We're about to hit an hour. Yeah, I only wanted to do an hour, so we're probably going to we're probably going to end this soon, but Only if it's piping hot. What was piping? Are we talking about the coffee? So I don't know how like Scott does this, and like the people that have like comment. I don't know how they do it because I can't keep up with what's here. How is the DeLorean going, buddy? That is so exciting. So if you're looking at the comments, so J5 Studios, he got a DeLorean. That beats my Jeep. 100%. Pumpkin spice? I don't drink coffee. I don't know what pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin pie. Is it similar? Is it similar? I should really like pumpkin stuff. Maybe I should try a pumpkin spice coffee. Just to try it. I feel like you're going to be done with the DeLorean, getting everything all ready before I'm even halfway done with the Jeep. Don't call me Shirley. The count was at 18? Did he count as like 7 people? Or he just left and everyone was like, nope, done. I like Scott. Scott's a very good guy. Very nice. Good friend. Do a Starbucks review video, Brian. I have a full list of foods. Adam did it the other day. I couldn't imagine if I did like a Starbucks review, like of the coffees. I would say everyone sucked. I don't like coffee. I do have a very good welder. I just don't have any gas. That's why I haven't done. It's actually the main reason why I haven't done anything. I have to fill my tank. I ran out of gas. Yeah, it is gonna be a lot of body work. I was gonna get a whole side panel, but it was like $400. So I've come to the conclusion that the work is not going to be perfect anyway. Plus, I got like look at all these patches. Wow, like I have tons of these patches. So like all different sizes, and they were free. I mean, I spent a lot more money on this thing than I should have. So I gotta kind of save money where I can. It's creating work, but it's saving money. So unbreakable addiction. I think I could break it, Ryan. I think I could. Let's see. Pumpkin spice latte and coffee are different animals. Try one. I tell you what, I'll try one, but I will only do it with you. How's that? Deal? You'll have to remind me. I'm going to forget. This has been fun, guys. We've got nice and talking. Nice and everyone's commenting. That's very nice. That helps us move along because I can't do that myself. I need your help. I'm incapable. I think we might wrap this up. You talk too much? Well, see, that's a good offset though. Because for someone like me that doesn't talk a lot, you need someone that talks a lot. Like, Ryan does enjoy the pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin churros. I wouldn't be opposed to trying that. I have no Jack-in-the-Boxes around me, though. Pumpkin churro. Huh. I just had Cookout for the first time yesterday. There was too many. They asked me too many questions. I just want to be like, give me a number 3. They were like, okay, well, you pick 2 sides. I don't want to pick 2 sides. I want a number 3. Give me a tray. The Jeep, unfortunately, is a 4-cylinder. I may eventually swap it, but that is not on the list anytime soon. It does smoke a bit. And I don't actually know how many miles are on it because the speedometer is broken and the odometer is broken. So I got to fix that as well. But it smokes a little bit. I figured eventually I'd probably swap it to a 6-cylinder, but it's not like I'm towing anything with it. It is don't try and go up a hill in 3rd gear. It will not work. It won't work. It doesn't have enough power. Rain got you on a cold coffee. My wife loves coffee. And she was always like, oh, this one tastes like chocolate milk. She's never been right about that ever. It's disgusting. Same thing with alcohol. I don't drink alcohol either. Not because I'm against it or anything like that. I just don't like the taste of it. It's that simple. It's gross. She does the same thing with that. She'll be like, hey, this thing has this has no alcohol in it. And I sip it. I'm like, yes, it does. It's gross. It's only happened one time. It was at a Christmas party for work. She was like, this thing has no alcohol in it. I sipped it. I was like, huh. And I sipped it again. I was like, yeah, you're right. There's no alcohol in that. LS swap to get away from that T-Rex. I'd be afraid if you did an LS swap on it that the thing would fall apart. Too much power. Go from one extreme to the other. So I gotta clean it up too. It leaks. I gotta figure out where it's leaking from. I think it's power steering fluid. It is leaking everywhere. But you say oil leak. I say rust prevention. Although it doesn't seem like that worked very well on this thing because there's a lot of rust. Not underneath, but on the sides. All right, we are at 67 minutes. I think we're going to call it tonight. Any final call? Any questions? I know there's not much to ask me, but any questions? Final call. Looks like that's it. Not getting any questions. I am uncomfortable. That was bad. I was too close to the camera there. Look at that view. All right. Well, we're going to call it. Thank you, everyone, for jumping in. It was fun. So I'd like to... the live Fury for Life. I think Fury comes in at number 5, Ryan. I was thinking about it today. I was trying to figure out my top 5 roller coasters. I think I'm putting it at 5. It might be 4, but I think I'm putting it at 5. So a piece of dirt just fell off my hand. Did you see that? Ew. It's pretty dirty. I just had this all cleaned up, and now I was grinding and cutting, and there's dirt on metal pieces all in it again. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining. I appreciate everybody in here. Top 5. The airtime was superb. Did you see me? I don't know if you saw me. So when we go over the hills, I let my arms float and I let my legs float, and like the airtime on that, pretty superb. That's why it's in the top 5. The airtime was phenomenal. We're talking about Fury 325 at Carowinds. Look for that video tomorrow. Unfortunately, it is a Cedar Fair. I can't say that anymore. It is a Six Flags park, which does not allow recording on the ride, so there's no on-ride footage. But me and Ryan, Nerd Locations, he's in the video. We were hanging out at Carowinds over the weekend. So, scary airtime. No, good airtime. Very fun airtime. I could see why people would be scared of it, but it was crazy. Where's the spider at? We could probably find a spider. They're all sleeping. All the spiders are sleeping. Take care, buddy. We gotta talk soon. We do. I keep looking down here. Does it look like, when I'm reading the comments, does it look like I'm reading the comments? It certainly doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera, right? Or does it? Does YouTube, like, change the focus of the camera? That's gonna be it. Bye. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful night. I will see you on the interwebs. We'll try and do a live again. I like doing lives. Like I said, I can't talk. I'm not good at talking, I should say. But I'd like to start doing them fairly regular, but thank you.